In this lesson, waltzing. Now what is waltzing? Basically it's a kind of like loose groove where it's kind of based on blues, where it's got a sort of swing feel to it. So you got a groove that's more sort of like digga 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 din, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. So basically you got traditional riffs that are more sort of like blues, like, you know, like I don't know, not really going to demonstrate any here, but in thrash terms, with the added percussive palm muting and whatnot, you get this sort of a feel. Where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's like 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and I've got to slow that down. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the... So basically, with it's broken up with different chords thrown in, you could have things like this. Etc. But the kind of riff that I'm going to show you to work on is this riff here. Now I'm not really going to do it with the metronome because it's a nice sort of like loose groove kind of thing, like, you know, so it's kind of like you can play it faster if you like. You can go like this. Okay, so basically the actual riff laid out, if I show you slowly, where you got the first palm muted bit, and then you got the first breakup part, which is 3 notes out of the natural minor scale. You can either pick them or you can pull them off like I just did. Pull off with the fingers. Pull with the 3rd finger in the 3rd fret space. Pull off onto the 2nd note in the 2nd fret space, and then pull off with the index finger, with your index finger here. Pull off into an open string. So it's like pick the first note, pull off the 2nd note, and pull off on the 3rd note. So it's so basically you get the jun 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 din in. And next after that is another chuggy part of the 3 note onto the chord. Okay, you got an A sharp chord which is in the fret spaces of number 1 and number 3, but your root note is on your A string, on the next string down, or in fret space number 1. So just strum that chord there and do an upstroke. If you do like a downstroke, a down then up, and then up on the open string, on the open E string. So you do a. So the entire riff is a. And there are many different variations you can do on this sort of riff, which I'll show you in other videos in the future. But the main riff, just for now, just to begin with, if you just stick with this riff and work up to a speed like this. Okay, so in summary, again, for the basic way to explain the waltz riff or a swing feel riff, it's basically 3 notes per beat. So it's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and it's basically picked like this. Now you can either downstroke all of them like that, or you can do a down up down like this. down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Now you can, with down, up, which is like this. If you want, you can do a continuous, you know, alternate pick like this. Once you've got the feel down in your head. But the reason why I personally like to favour the down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down is because it makes it easier to break up the riff and to throw in stuff like, to throw your chords in there and throw your scales and your fills and all that kind of stuff, and your slides or whatever other dynamics you want to put in there. Okay, so it's basically a down, up, down, and then a chord, or a down, up, down, then a scale, or a down, up, down, down, up, down, whatever. So basically you'll be able to make up your own riffs, like, you know. But anyway, back to the riff that I was showing you. It's just a and when you've done it a while, you can go mega fast. Once you've worked your way up to it and perfected your technique and that sort of thing, you can go. May have been a bit sloppy there, but anyway, you can go mega fast with it. You can really, really tear it up, and you can do all sorts of other crap. You can go. Throw some blues in there, it's like. Not necessarily the best examples, but you get the idea. But all it is 3 notes per beat. Throw your chords in there. Slide. Whatever you want to do, whatever dynamics, but basically all you got to remember is swing feel, waltz feel. Okay, I hope this lesson helps. Thanks very much.